Hey YouTubers, it's Tony with Mayberry Mini Trucks. Today is Friday, January 23rd, 2026, and we're doing a video without my AirPods and without the remote control of my gimbal, because when I put my phone on Do Not Disturb airplane mode, I lose all Bluetooth. So it's an upgrade I think that Apple did. Nevertheless, let's get started. Now I can't get a phone call and it will shut off the video, which is important because I get phone calls and it'll stop the video in the middle of the test drive or something. So that's what's going on. Apple will fix it eventually, I'm sure. Now, today we have a video for Taylor in Tennessee. Taylor's a long distance customer, and for our long distance customers, we have a special protocol. We communicate very effectively about the actual condition of the vehicle in as much as that's within our ability to do, so that Taylor, when he sees this video, he can say, hey, I've got a pretty good idea of the condition of that vehicle. They've shown me under the wheel housing, under the floor mat, underneath the bed, everywhere that we can think of showing, as if we were the savvy shopper. That's the objective, is we are the savvy shopper. And then, for better or for worse, you see it all. And then if Taylor sees this video and he goes, you know, that's not really what I had in mind, that's not a loss. That's a win. Because the objective is to have an informed consumer, because that will lead to an educated consumer is a happy customer. There you go. All right, so that's the goal. So this is a 2000 Suzuki Carry 4x4 automatic with 41,972 miles. And Taylor's in Chattanooga. I was just in Chattanooga. I mean, 2 days ago, I drove to Alabama and I drove through Chattanooga. There's a great barbecue place in Chattanooga. Oh, right off the highway. All right, so we do deliver. Mayberry Mini Trucks charges $2.50 per mile one way. So if you're 200 miles away, it's $500 to bring you the truck. Now, one thing, there's something really unusual about this automatic that's Suzuki-esque. It is, you have a four-wheel drive on and four-wheel drive off. Automatics almost always are always on, meaning all-wheel drive. But this Suzuki in 99, the automatic is four-wheel drive. It has an on-off button for your four-wheel drive. That is highly unusual in an automatic, but it's cool. All right, so if Taylor says, alternatively, likely, you know, Taylor will say, hey, that's nice. I think I like that. I'll take it. Then we take a deposit equal to the delivery fee. Most people have them delivered. Taylor, if you have a trailer and a vehicle to pull it with, perfect. Bring 3 2-inch ratchet straps for a Suzuki. It's 4 2-inch ratchet straps for a Subaru. Everything else, you use 3 2-inch ratchet straps, meaning the good ones. And then you can drive it back home. But if you don't have a way to transport it, we do deliver. We charge $2.50 per mile one way. So with my 200-mile example, say Chattanooga's 200 miles away, which is fairly close, it would cost about $500 to deliver the truck. And I really don't know how far Chattanooga is, but I think Mount Airy, North Carolina to Chattanooga, Tennessee, maybe 200 miles. So we'll see how right I am. Okay, Mayberry Mini Trucks popularized mini trucks in the United States. We've had TV Tokyo come out twice and do a documentary on Mayberry Mini Trucks. And I don't show that video because they get political. And I don't want to introduce politics to the Mayberry Mini Trucks YouTube channel. You know, they were wanting to know, you know, what do you think about the Trump tariff? And we're paying bigger tariffs now. We pay 35% instead of 25%, and 0. Used to be 0 on, now those days are gone. It's 35%. And, but our goal is to get really nice trucks, super nice trucks, low mileage. That's the key, low mileage trucks. Because there is a correlation between low miles and reliability. There's a correlation between low miles and longevity. Now, so let's say the delivery fee is $500, and then Taylor says, I'll take it. Then we don't get we don't take payment until we show up with the truck. We've done it that way thousands and thousands of times, and we have never ever had anything go wrong. The customer by that time has been fully informed. I mean, when they see it for the first time, there's no surprises. That happened twice yesterday, once in Boone and once in Charlotte. I had 2 deliveries yesterday, once in Alabama the day before that. And the customer is happy because we do such a careful job being their proxy. We are your proxy. And so enough said, let's get started. Boy, do I like to go on and on. All right, so now we're gonna go around the perimeter here looking for rust. Looking for rust. We do not have any rust. There is no rust around the perimeter of the windshield, and the front bumper looks very nice, and there's no dings or dents in that hood. Let's open the hood and look underneath to see what it looks like under there. Here comes a Mustang. Look at him getting on it. Oh, I think I was encouraging him. He knew I was videoing. He better be careful. That gets really steep down there. You know, it's amazing if we make it through our youth, isn't it? I mean, but I should be one to talk. Okay. All right. Wow, that's so pretty. Very pretty. This is your prop rod for your hood, your windshield washer fluid, your antifreeze, your windshield washer motor, your jack, your brake fluid, your antifreeze overflow tank. That's your windshield washer fluid, antifreeze overflow. It's all up front. I like that. I like that. All right, coming down the door pillar. Boy, I hope you guys can hear me on this video. We have no dents on the fender. Now for the door. That's a paint pick. Very small, but it's a pick, meaning a nick in the paint. Guys, this door is ding free. It's got another scratch there. And you can see where they drug their foot in. When they get in, they drag their foot in and wore that off. Okay, look at these beautiful tires. Those are nice. Now under here, we have surface rust. That is surface rust. It's not cancer or rust through. It is surface rust. Okay, now, here we have a ding here, 2 dings. That's it for that bedside. Wow, guys, look at the condition of this bed. Is that incredible or what? Look at that. Unbelievable. The bed is immaculate. Okay, now, beautiful. Some surface rust. Actually, that might be dirt. But anyway, if at worst, there's some surface rust on top of the frame there. I think that's all that is surface rust. Looks really good under here. Now, the tailgate. I want to make sure that's latched. Okay, the tailgate, we have a ding here, a ding here, and a ding here. 3 small dings. And some really faint impressions from the inside out, there and there. So it's like they had something in the bed, and it came and went boom. Now, for the bedside panel, we have 1 ding from the outside in right there. Another nice looking tire. Good looking under here. Just some topical surface rust, just like the other side. Not bad at all. Very nice. All right, the back of the cab looks remarkable. coming down the door post, we have no dings at all. They did have a scratch there and they went psst, and they touched it up. So you can see they just touched up some scratches right there. All right, now the door on the inside of the passenger door looks really nice. No cancer. Scratched there. Somebody had a screwdriver or something and scratched that. Now let's look at the floor pan. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very nice. The seat on the passenger side looks excellent. Now let's go to the driver's side and let's check that out. Okay, the driver's side door panel looks very good. And again, here guys, we don't have any cancer on the inside of the door panel itself. Under here, it looks magnificent. This seat is torn, and you can see where they taped it to repair the tear. And it has a 3-inch or 2.5-inch tear right there also. Headliner looks good. Again, 4-wheel drive on-off button, very unusual, but that is a change Suzuki came up with for 1999 or 2000. I think this was a 2000 if I remember correctly. Now this is an automatic, so we've got it in drive. It has 563 kilometers, and I told you what the mileage is, I just don't remember what it was. Okay, so now we're gonna take this for a drive and get it up to speed. Now this is not a continuous velocity transmission or CVT transmission. This is an actual first, second, third, for what that's worth. Okay. Now, Mayberry Mini Trucks does service our vehicles. When we get them, we use full synthetic 5W30 engine oil. We replace the air filter, the oil filter. We make sure the heat works. We make sure the 4-wheel drive works. And we make sure that it drives good at full speed. We're about to go 90 kilometers per hour. And I would say that's about the maximum reasonable speed for an automatic. Do people go 100? Probably so, but I say 90 is the maximum reasonable speed. You don't want to push them too far. Mini trucks are great for going all over town or maybe over to the next town, you know, like going to the next town over, but they're not cross-country vehicles. They're not made for driving from Wilmington, North Carolina to Greensboro or something like that. All right, so now we're going to turn around and go back up this same hill. So, I can already tell that this truck has great power because we're handily accelerating up this hill. So this has very good power. So what we're going to do in a moment, guys, we're going to get to a 90-degree right-hand turn up there and right about there, and then we're going to go slow and see how it accelerates up an even steeper hill. And I do this with all the mini trucks. Okay, so now we're going 30 kilometers per hour, and I've got it floored down at the pedal all the way down, and it shifted nicely from second to third, and it just drives fantastic. So it drives great. It has excellent power, and the heat does work nicely. So Taylor, if you like this truck, it is in very good condition. It's got low miles. I think it was 41,000, was it? Let's see. It has, Yeah, 41.9, so 42,000, but that's good. And if you like this truck, let us know. You can reach us at 336-777-9957, or you can call Justin at 336-970-3885. And we really do appreciate, Taylor, we appreciate your interest in Mayberry mini trucks. We try to run a very tight ship and treat our customers fairly. And thank you.